Have you ever found yourself wondering if it's possible to stay independent as the years go by? Maybe you've noticed little things, like needing help with groceries or feeling a bit unsteady on your feet, and it's made you think, is this just what getting older feels like? Well, let me tell you something. Staying independent isn't about age, it's about choices. And today, we're going to talk about 6 practical strategies that can help you take control of your life, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Now, before we dive in, I want to make one thing crystal clear. Independence doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means having the confidence and ability to live life on your terms. Whether that's taking care of yourself at home, running errands without feeling overwhelmed, or simply enjoying the freedom to do what makes you happy, these strategies will give you tools to feel more capable every single day. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's get started. The first step to staying independent is all about movement. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm not as spry as I used to be. I don't move like I did when I was younger. And that's okay. The good news is it's never too late to start moving again. In fact, research shows that even small amounts of physical activity can have a huge impact on your strength, balance, and overall mobility. Think about it. When you're stronger and steadier, you're less likely to fall or need help with everyday tasks. That's why my first piece of advice is to incorporate simple exercises into your daily routine. Let me share an example. Imagine starting your morning with just 5 minutes of stretching. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership, just a quiet corner of your living room will do. Try reaching your arms overhead, bending gently from side to side, or holding onto a chair while lifting one leg at a time. These movements may seem small, but they wake up your muscles, improve circulation, and set the tone for the rest of your day. Over time, you'll notice improvements in how you feel, not just physically, but mentally too. Moving your body releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and energy levels. Doesn't that sound like a great way to start your morning? But here's the key. Consistency matters more than intensity. If you try to do too much too soon, you might end up discouraged or worse, injured. Instead, aim for short bursts of activity throughout the day. Take a walk around the block after lunch, stand up and march in place during TV commercials, or dance to your favorite song in the kitchen. Every bit counts, and over time, those little efforts add up to big results. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Even if you only manage 10 minutes a day, that's still 10 minutes closer to feeling stronger and more independent. Now, let's talk about another important aspect of staying independent: keeping your mind sharp. As we age, it's natural to worry about memory lapses or losing our edge. But guess what? Just like your body, your brain thrives on stimulation. One of the best ways to keep your mind agile is by learning new things. Have you ever thought about picking up a hobby you've always been curious about? Maybe it's painting, knitting, playing an instrument, or even learning a new language. When you challenge your brain with unfamiliar activities, you create new neural connections, which helps maintain cognitive function. Here's a personal story to illustrate this point. A few years ago, I met a woman named Margaret who decided to learn how to use a computer for the first time at the age of 72. At first, she was intimidated. She didn't grow up with technology, and the idea of navigating the internet felt overwhelming. But she stuck with it, taking online courses and practicing a little each day. Fast forward to today, and Margaret is using her laptop to video chat with her grandkids, shop for groceries online, and even join virtual book clubs. Not only has she stayed mentally sharp, but she's also gained a whole new level of independence. Isn't that inspiring? Learning something new doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Start small. Maybe it's trying out a crossword puzzle, downloading a free app to practice mindfulness, or signing up for a class at your local community center. The key is to choose something that excites you, because when you enjoy what you're doing, you're more likely to stick with it, and who knows, you might discover a hidden talent or passion along the way. Now that we've covered the importance of staying active and keeping your mind engaged, let's shift gears slightly and talk about another critical factor in maintaining independence: creating a safe and supportive environment. This is where we'll explore practical tips to make your home work for you instead of against you. Imagine waking up each morning knowing that your surroundings are designed to support your needs. That's exactly what we'll discuss next. Let's talk about your home. It's where you spend most of your time, and it should be a place that supports your independence, not hinders it. Many seniors find themselves struggling with small obstacles around the house. Things like tripping hazards, hard-to-reach items, or poor lighting that can make daily tasks more challenging than they need to be. The good news is, with a few simple adjustments, you can transform your living space into a safer, more functional environment. And the best part? You don't have to break the bank to do it. Start by taking a walk through your home with fresh eyes. Pretend you're seeing it for the first time, and pay attention to anything that might cause difficulty or pose a risk. For example, are there loose rugs or cluttered pathways that could lead to a fall? Falls are one of the biggest threats to independence as we age, so addressing these hazards is crucial. Secure rugs with non-slip pads, clear walkways of unnecessary items, and consider adding grab bars in key areas like the bathroom. These small changes can make a world of difference in keeping you steady on your feet. Think about how much confidence you'll gain just knowing that your home is set up to support you. Lighting is another area that often gets overlooked. As we get older, our eyes need more light to see clearly, especially in low-light conditions. If your home feels dim or shadowy, it's time to brighten things up. Swap out old bulbs for brighter LED ones, add nightlights in hallways and bathrooms, and install motion sensor lights if possible. This way, you'll always have the visibility you need to move around safely, whether it's during the day or in the middle of the night. Trust me, you'll feel more confident navigating your space when you can see everything clearly. I remember talking to a gentleman named George who shared how something as simple as adding brighter lights to his kitchen made cooking meals less stressful. He said it wasn't just about safety, it was about feeling capable and in control. Again, now let's address something that might seem minor but can have a big impact: organization. Think about how much time and energy you spend reaching for items stored in high cabinets or bending down to retrieve things from low shelves. Over time, these repetitive motions can strain your body and leave you feeling frustrated. To make life easier, rearrange your storage so that frequently used items are within easy reach. Keep heavier objects at waist height and use tools like step stools with handrails for those occasional moments when you need to grab something higher up. You might also consider decluttering spaces like your kitchen or closet. Getting rid of things you no longer use can simplify your routines and reduce stress. Here's an example. A woman named Helen told me she decided to go through her pantry and donate all the canned goods she hadn't touched in years. Not only did this free up space, but it also gave her a sense of accomplishment. She replaced the cans with lighter, healthier snacks that were easier to handle. "It sounds silly," she said, "but now I actually enjoy making my morning tea instead of dreading it." Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Speaking of simplifying routines, let's shift gears slightly and talk about finances. Financial independence is just as important as physical independence, yet it's an area many people overlook as they age. Managing your money wisely ensures that you have the resources you need to live comfortably and maintain control over your choices. One of the first steps toward financial independence is creating a budget that reflects your current lifestyle. Sit down with your expenses and income and identify areas where you can cut back or save. Maybe you're spending more on subscription services than you realized, or perhaps there are ways to reduce utility bills by making energy-efficient upgrades to your home. These proactive steps may seem small, but they add up to greater peace of mind and long-term stability. Another smart move is to automate recurring payments and bill reminders. Missing deadlines can lead to late fees or even disruptions in essential services, which can throw a wrench in your plans. Setting up automatic payments or calendar alerts takes the guesswork out of staying on top of your finances. And don't forget to review your insurance policies regularly, at least once a year, to ensure you're getting the coverage you need without paying for extras you don't. These proactive steps may seem small, but they add up to greater peace of mind and long-term stability. As you work on organizing your finances, remember that planning for the future is equally important. Have you thought about what would happen if you ever needed extra help managing your affairs? It's not a pleasant topic to dwell on, but having a plan in place can actually give you more freedom to focus on enjoying life now. Consider setting up powers of attorney or healthcare directives while you're still able to make decisions for yourself. These documents allow trusted family members or friends to step in if necessary, ensuring that your wishes are respected and your needs are met. Taking care of these details now means you won't have to worry about them later, and isn't that worth the effort? But here's the thing. Maintaining independence isn't just about practical adjustments. It's also about mindset. How you approach challenges plays a huge role in how well you adapt to change. Let's say you've made some updates to your home and tightened up your budget. That's fantastic, but what happens when life throws you a curveball? Building resilience starts with embracing flexibility. Be open to trying new approaches, whether it's learning how to use technology to stay connected or finding creative solutions to everyday problems. Remember, independence doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means having the confidence to navigate whatever comes your way. Take inspiration from someone like Margaret, whom I mentioned earlier. She didn't let her lack of tech experience stop her from learning how to use a computer at 72. Sure, it was intimidating at first, but she took it one step at a time. Now, she uses her laptop to video chat with her grandkids, shop for groceries online, and even join virtual book clubs. Her story reminds us that growth doesn't stop at any age. It's all about staying curious and willing to evolve. Now that we've covered practical ways to create a safer home, secure your financial independence, and build resilience, let's turn our attention to another vital aspect of staying independent: building a support network. Independence doesn't mean going it alone. It means surrounding yourself with people who uplift and empower you. Whether it's friends, family, neighbors, or community groups, having a strong social circle can provide both emotional and practical support when you need it most. Let's explore how you can nurture these connections and lean on them without losing your sense of self-reliance. Imagine waking up each day knowing you have a team of people cheering you on. Doesn't that sound like a recipe for success? Building a support network doesn't mean you're giving up your independence. It means you're smart enough to recognize that we all need a little help sometimes. Think about it this way. Even the strongest trees have roots that connect them to the earth and branches that reach out to others. Your support system is like those roots and branches. It keeps you grounded and helps you grow. So let's talk about how you can strengthen these connections in ways that feel natural and empowering. Start by reaching out to the people who already matter most to you, your family, close friends, or neighbors. Maybe it's been a while since you've had a good chat with your niece or caught up with the couple down the street. A simple phone call, text, or even a handwritten note can go a long way in reminding them that you value their presence in your life. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. For example, if you're struggling to carry groceries inside, see if a neighbor might lend a hand. Most people are happy to help, especially when they know it makes a difference to someone they care about. But here's the key: balance is important. While it's okay to lean on others occasionally, staying independent also means continuing to contribute in your own way. Perhaps you could offer to bake cookies for a neighbor, share gardening tips, or volunteer at a local charity. These small acts of kindness not only strengthen your relationships, but also remind you of your own capabilities. They reinforce the idea that you're still an active, valued member of your community, and that's a powerful feeling. If you're looking to expand your circle beyond the people you already know, consider joining groups or clubs that align with your interests. Whether it's a book club, a walking group, or a crafting class, these activities give you a chance to meet new people who share your passions. Plus, they provide structure and routine, which can be incredibly grounding as we age. I once met a gentleman named Harold who joined a bird-watching group in his late 70s. Not only did he make lifelong friends, but he also discovered a newfound love for nature that brought him immense joy. Who knows what doors might open for you if you step outside your comfort zone? Now let's bring everything full circle. We've talked about staying physically active, keeping your mind sharp, creating a safer home environment, managing your finances wisely, nurturing meaningful connections, and contributing to your community. Each of these strategies plays a role in helping you maintain your independence, and together they form a solid foundation for living life on your terms. Remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about making consistent, thoughtful choices that add up over time. Let me share a story that illustrates just how transformative these small changes can be. A woman named Eleanor came to me a few years ago, feeling overwhelmed by the challenges of aging. She was struggling with mobility issues. Her house felt cluttered and unsafe, and she hadn't seen some of her closest friends in months. But instead of throwing in the towel, she decided to take things one step at a time. First, she installed grab bars in her bathroom and added brighter lights throughout her home. Then, she started taking short walks around her neighborhood, which gave her the energy to reconnect with old friends. Over time, she joined a local art class where she met people who became her second family. Today, Eleanor is thriving. She's more confident, happier, and feels more in control of her life than ever before. Her journey reminds us that progress doesn't happen overnight, but every small step counts. Here's another thing to keep in mind. Staying independent isn't just about avoiding risks. It's about embracing opportunities. It's about saying yes to experiences that enrich your life and no to things that drain your energy or hold you back. For example, maybe you've always wanted to travel but thought it wasn't possible at your age. With proper planning and a positive mindset, you might be surprised at what you can achieve. Or perhaps you've dreamed of writing a memoir or starting a blog to share your wisdom with the world. Whatever it is, don't let fear or self-doubt stop you from pursuing it. Life is too short to put your dreams on hold, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. And let's not forget the importance of celebrating your wins along the way. Did you take that first walk around the block? Celebrate it. Did you finally declutter your kitchen drawers? Give yourself a pat on the back. Did you reconnect with an old friend or try something completely new? That's worth acknowledging too. These victories may seem small, but they're proof that you're moving in the right direction. Over time, they'll build into something much bigger, a life filled with purpose, confidence, and joy. I want to leave you with this thought: small changes really do make a big difference. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with 1 or 2 strategies that resonate with you, whether it's adding a daily walk to your routine, decluttering a single room, or calling an old friend. Celebrate those wins, no matter how small they may seem, because every step forward is a step toward greater freedom and confidence. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try after watching this video? Or maybe you've already implemented some of these ideas. How have they worked for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences might inspire someone else who's on the same journey. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're here to support you with practical advice and motivational insights to help you live your best life at any age. Here's to embracing each day with courage, curiosity, and a commitment to staying independent. Thank you for spending this time with me, and remember, you're never too old to take charge of your life and create the future you want. Until next time, take care and keep thriving.